Hi, Philly faithful. My name is Maria Pardini, and welcome to the Graces of Catholic Education podcast, a place where grace shapes Catholic education one future saint at a time. The mission of this podcast is to build a faith-filled place for Philly's Catholic educators to share their faith, hear innovative practices for today's challenging classrooms, and be inspired by others who are tackling this wild and blessed ride of Catholic education. Join us as we explore the grace that guides us in forming the hearts and minds of Philly's future saints. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Graces of Catholic Education podcast, where grace shapes Catholic education one future saint at a time. This is a very special edition of the podcast, and I have to tell you, sitting outside on a beautiful sunny day like today is just the absolute perfect way to launch what we are doing. I've got a nice breeze, the sun is shining, and I'm so incredibly excited that you're joining me because we are officially kicking off something brand new for the summer months, the GRACES Summer Reading Club. Now, I have a true confession to make. And since this is a Catholic podcast, I figure it's the best place to be completely honest. I have always loved summer reading. Even as a kid, I couldn't wait for school to let out just so I could find out what books were on the list. I waited for that handout with sheer anticipation. To this day, I still vividly remember reading Gone with the Wind and Rebecca. They were my absolute favorites. On the flip side, I really did not care for the Illustrated Man, but hey, it made an impression because I still remember it. And honestly, it actually helped me win a Trivial Pursuit question years later, knowing that Ray Bradbury wrote it. When I transitioned from being a student to becoming a teacher, that love for summer reading didn't go away. It just changed a little bit. I loved grabbing those fun beachy reads to unwind by the pool or sitting by the ocean. But I also genuinely loved picking up professional books that I could digest at my own pace without the pressure of the school year. That is exactly why I wanted to bring this special feature to the podcast this summer to change things up a bit, take advantage of days like today, and give us all a space to recharge. But I knew I couldn't do this alone. I needed a co-host. So I reached out to my good friend, Joe Rogers. Now, please, if you see Joe, do not tell him I said this because his head will get way bigger than it already is. But after he appeared on a previous episode of the podcast, I got so much amazing feedback from you guys. So many of you commented on what a great repertoire we have and how easy he was to talk to. Plus, Joe is an English teacher by trade, and the man loves to read. It was kind of an absolute no-brainer to ask him to join me for the summer. Together, Joe and I chose our very first book, Sweet Jesus Is It June Yet by Amy Cattapan. Don't let the size fool you. Even though it's a short, light, and easy summer read, it hits on so many of the deep foundational points of Catholic education. There is a lot of real meat in these chapters. What I love most is how Amy uses the Gospels as points of focus for her reflections, beautifully reminding us that everything we do in our classrooms must be centered on Christ and the Gospels. So here's how the summer is going to work. We're going to be releasing 10 episodes total, one every single week over the summer break. For each episode, Joe and I are going to alternate chapters. One of us will share a short personal reflection on that week's chapter, and then the two of us will dive into about a 15 to 20 minute casual discussion about it. You can listen on your morning walk, while you're driving down the shore, or while you're just relaxing on the porch like I am today. You can listen and then read the chapter, or you can read the chapter and then listen to our discussion. Very UDL of us. So whichever you prefer, the choice is yours. I'm so excited to try this new feature. My prayer is that over the next 10 weeks, Joe and I can bring some good conversation, plenty of laughs, and some true spiritual renewal to all of Philly's Catholic educators and beyond. You pour yourselves out all year long, and this summer is your time to refill your cups with God's unlimited supply of grace. So grab your copy of Sweet Jesus Is It June Yet, kick back, and get ready. Our summer reading journey starts next week with chapter 1.